Hello and welcome. Just thought we'd literally have a quick look at this because I always find this absolutely amazing. Unless it clashes into the Ooh, you're gonna rip that, aren't you? Oh no. Forgot it's proper painting. Yeah, I just love this. This is, God and Bennett, it's nearly half the field because it is such a narrow field, this one. I just wanted to have a quick look at this as doing this. So we'll just spend a little bit, look at that. That's tremendous, it really is. Love this, I always have done. It always amazes me. Right, anyway, we have other work to do, so yeah, and we are the only ones that can use this cedary thing, so it's definitely us and us on this. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've been doing well, and I am going to soon implement that our secret weapon. Certainly am. Right, let's just remind myself who is going to be our seeds, of course. Yeah, and I do remember. I think it's got something to do with the fact that the I won't talk in riddles. Last time we tried, for me to empty this, I think it's got, because it's got the fertiliser on the back, so we should test this theory. I mean, it shouldn't do. We have clearly got the actual lorry, the truck, actually selected, so it should easily just let us know. And this time it doesn't care. And just another glitch, farming simulator glitch, that sometimes does something and other times doesn't. It makes no sense at all. It really is strange. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right, yes, I realise we didn't buy. Now, what else did I buy? Oh, I've got the colour configurator on. I'm looking forward to that. And I am going to go with what I said on this, because its front 3-point link is as big as its back, which means I am going to call in an old friend, and we are going to have the shop. Ooh, and I did expect that. It wasn't going to work perfectly. Yeah, although I don't think we need that one. No, I think the back body on this is going to be enough. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need more than 3 tons of seeds plus the one. Now then, we are going for. I've already got corn. We said, we did say that is what we said. Wheat. Oh, it's a bit tight in here. It really is. Need to be putting some proper sheds down. Yeah. Okay. Let's go and rescue our way. Yeah, it isn't the quick. It isn't the best at turning anyway. I did say that it is. Oh. Okay. Well, that I didn't expect. I really didn't. I've never seen anybody do anything quite so terrible as that. All the way. Well, that's definitely not very nice. Right, let's just do this little bit. That's because we don't own that bit. That's that way. It's always moans about that little bit. That's it. That's it. Right. Okay. And now let's lift it a sec, and we will manually come round this corner. Let's come out a little bit, can we, please? Yeah, it is a bit of an awkward spot, that really. Let's just see now if we can. See if that's good enough now. Let's have a look. I've never seen anyone manage to pull over an articulated tractor though. I wish we would have stayed a little longer. In fact, do you know something? Yeah, let's see what happens. Because it is, well, it should be a predictable thing. So let's do nearest waypoint here. It's a bit weird there. You can still see it's not quite done that edge. Let's have a look. What did you do? is a bit, yeah, I can see why they had trouble. What if they clocked the tree? That would explain why. Okay, no, that's good enough. We don't need to do it any more than that. Well, there you go. That's exactly what happened. Right. Yeah, I thought, as I was saying, I thought, well, you can just do it and do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not the best for a field with a weird bit like that, is it really? Right. Now then, we have got work to do. Let's get cracking. Am I going to time-lapse this? Probably, yeah, because we've got to lime and all of that, haven't we, with this? So, right, we are going to order. I think we're alright. I think we'll... Yeah. No, we don't. No, we're not. It is true, we're not going to need... I do think we ought to call the shop. I can't remember the other thing I ordered. That was terrible. Yeah, we will though, because it is true. It's the middle of a session, or beginning of a session. But yeah, I'm not. And we did last time. It was really to do with. Right. So what else did I want? Right, seeds. Oh, there is something I've seen. Oh, I don't think I've got it in. Yeah, the colour configurator is by Rockstar. Sorry, I did start to say, who also does additional game settings. One of my favourite settings that I always have. That does the clock and everything that I always have. Now, I think we're going to do a little bit more. No, because I don't want to spend too much money because I'm trying to save up for that. Aha. And that has just revealed the fact that we are still on dollars. Yes, from Silver Run. Yeah, we want to be on euros. Oh, and I do believe the one thing I did read about Courseplay is the fact that you can choose your settings. So I am going to, for the very first time on camera, change back to miles, my preferred thing, and then I'm going to see, just for those who are into Courseplay, bear with me though, because I haven't actually looked at, this setting, so I don't know exactly what it is. It's just that you're supposed to be able to choose feet, and so we can. So we've got meters then, fantastic. But we've got miles and that. I love it. I love to see miles per hour, to be honest, rather than meters, because I know it's the European thing. If it's what I've used to all of my life, and a lot of. Yeah, I think most drivers are, if I'm honest, used to. There's some people who are really good. I thought he'd actually gone wrong. No, absolutely fantastic. Right, let's get going anyway. And let's also are we going to buy... Yeah, I was going to buy the Joskin, wasn't I? I was, actually. That is exactly what I was going to buy. And I was going to colour it. So that's what we're going to do. But I want to do it with the free colour. And I'm going to go the colour of the thing that we're going to use it with, which will only be... Right, oh, of course, it does the... so I've got that new mod as well that does the... Oh, wow, it does it by alphabetical order. I do like it. It's going to take a bit of getting used to, though. Right, 3-point hitch. I've got the shop sorting, super sorty thingy-majig. Right, so we want customize. You can actually save things as well, I believe. Now that I don't know how to do, and I'm not going to do it on camera, not yet. Painted metal, yes, and we want it to be black, which is the absence of all colour, as I correctly said on Silver Run. And I did this already, so I already know this. We're going to go for chromey though. Yes. And we're going to save it. Yeah. You see, yeah, I've figured it out. Black, chrome. We're going to be having some fun with this, probably off camera, I would say, more than anything. Right, so we want... Have we applied that? Did that not actually... Yeah. Oh, apply. Of course, I didn't apply it. And as I said the other day, I'm going to keep that... Hang on. Did that... Let's try that again. Oh, no, it is black chrome. It's... Yeah. Right, smashing. So buying. I like the fact that it doesn't cost, because it always did cost a little bit much on this one, if I'm honest. Yes, I do. Now we're going to reset the shop. Right. We don't need it for this really, but yeah, do you know something? I'm going to do it anyway. It's been a long time. Ooh. Oh dear. I think we can still get that just. Yeah, no, I'm going to save this for the lime. Oh, that's the point, actually. Don't we need some lime? Wasn't that the... We did. Oh, I've just reset it. Let's just stick it back for a second. 61. Big bags of lime as well. Let's, yeah, we would order it all in one, and I would have remembered. It's just silly old me. I love the fact we can get 8 tons. Amazing. Yeah, I will get that mod that I was on about as well. It's absolutely fantastic. We'll go for... I know that's just spent about 10 grand, but it's somewhat we're going to need, so... Right, okay, so we will put you down for a minute, old friend, and we shall be using you shortly. But we shall... I think we need some... top up. Whoa, you know... Yeah, we've got... That's not a lot. I think that's enough, if I'm honest. I'm not going to go mad. I am going to say my words that might. I'm going to shift that tractor out of the way, because I don't want the unrealistic realism of that beast in the way. That is amazing. And it has done, yeah, little stones. And then other times it does big. Well, we shall see. Perhaps it was... Yeah, in the early day, ooh, there's a bit of a mess there. It takes ages for this to unfold, so let's get cracking straight away. I don't think there's much though. I think that were about it. I do think this is fantastic to have a plough as big as this. Do they exist in real life like this though? This monstrously large? That's what I really want to know. And if you can answer this question, I would be very, very pleased. I suspect... I don't know. I wouldn't like to say with farming nowadays that it's not possible, because the engineers can do some fairly amazing things. Oh, hang on a minute. What does that corner? What is that? No, I'm happy with that actually. Let's fold it. We're going to need this, I'm quite sure. Oh, it's a little bit... Yeah, but it's round, and it is. This is going to be the implement of choice, isn't it? Let's do what I have on all the Let's Plays. We shall... Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one to actually... I built a shed around it, actually, for Riverside, and I'm quite chuffed with that. Let's go forwards a little... That's not bad at all. Right, well, Versatile, I am pleased with you. It wasn't your fault that the worker did what they did. Truthfully. Right. Time-lapse time. Let's get this field sown. Do we? No, we need to sow it first, because otherwise it does like weird things. So, oh no, this is terrible for this. I'm going to have to try to do this manually. Yes. because it'll allow me to do this at full speed, and I don't want to do that. I'm trying to simulate what that hen told us about what a proper farmer had said about casting, which is to go very slowly. No, we need to just do this manually. So yeah, I'm going to try to do this manually because it's going to take me ages to cycle that down. So yes, I'm going slow on purpose to be as realistic as possible. Yeah, because casters are real, but they're not real at like 90 miles an hour. So on that score, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that is us done. That didn't take long at all, now did it? I'm trying to think, are we going to do the... I think the corn harvest is going to be something on its own. I think we're going to do a run through with the silage. I do. Yeah, and just put this in ready for next time so that we are, yeah. So our biggest thing is to buy the digestate converter, yeah, and the fertiliser business that we've been threatening for quite a few sessions now. So, yeah, we definitely... Yeah, I suppose we are. I've got to be honest. We are in need of a cash injection, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, sheds is one of the biggest things I'm going to say. It's the one thing I often do on a lot of Let's Plays. Start from scratches. It's either go French production because it's cheap and good. I might add. I don't want anybody to sort of think that I only have. I do love the design. It really is a fantastic design, but it is cheap as well. So yeah, I don't know that I always do go for it, because I like it's a fantastic design, it really is. But it is nice to have a choice. There's also another one by Omatana that's slightly dearer that I probably would go for if I've got it in, that is. Yeah, it's true, probably would. But it is nice, as I say, to have a choice. If you can, we often do things because we can't afford it. Right, we shall fill this. And did give it another go, and then we're going to do some side runs, even if we have to speed some time. I'd like to place that tomorrow, and I think it's either October or November. I'd like to get us to the point of our harvest. Right, where did I stick the through there? You just dropped it off. Yeah, it's... Do you know? Right, let's get this done. Yes, silage runs, I agree. Let's get this sorted. Yes, I'm trying to get into the habit really with the water, with the farm wall, and because this is quite a... we do this in quite a few Let's Plays. It's good habits to get into, to keep like filling up. Because I mean, yeah, I know you could actually do something like this, that or the distributor. Although I've got to be honest, on Romboz, on this very map, on this very Let's Play, we did have issues with the distributor a few times actually. Yeah, it did something weird and like kept stopping. So yeah, in some ways, I think I can quite get used to just putting 15.5 tons in whenever you're passing. Like now, where you like just quickly jump out, jump in, fill, and then next time we'll just empty. Oh, that's the only bad thing with that is the yeah, jumping in the tractor that you're closest to when you think you're closer to the other one. Yeah, so silage. We're gonna go. I think we will. I think we're gonna go straight into one of the time lapse. I just wanted to, yeah, break it up with talking to you for a minute, but I think we will. We're gonna go through the day bit. I think where we. How much have we got? Oh, 511. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. We're literally going to go straight through the day and we're going to go through the evening as well to bring in as much as possible without doing the sleepy thing. I think we will actually. It does work best. We get more out of this than we would if we just slept through, which doesn't bear... On the Giants map, I've got to be honest, on Silver Run, our very BGA that we use the most, the one that we have got, is nobbled, and it truly is. It does not work, or does it process anywhere near what it's supposed to do. So Giants have done something on their map, because every other map it works absolutely fine. Silver Run, what did I process? I've got about 30 or 40 tons, and no, I think it was 70. And in the morning it's still got 40 odd tons processed, and now normally that would have emptied that on this map. If we stick this in by morning, it's 45 tons. Mind you, it's got some in as well, so yeah, that is true. On that it had, well, I suppose, well, let's test it, because this is going to be full. Now then, I don't want to be grabbing there, that's it, we'll just about get away with that. Yeah, so to do that we're going to have to sleep there. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to speed time up, and I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Well, that corn looks pretty much done to me, so I was thinking it was going to be November, but this is October morning, so yes. Yeah, that's another thing that was nobbled on the Giants map, and that is the additional straw mod. Now, on every other map than the Giants map, it produces an awful lot of straw with sunflowers, as we know. I'm talking about huge windrows, and that's every other map. Now, on the Giants map, on Silver Run, it's produced the weeniest. I think I got 60 tons of straw. Now, I'd get far more than that with any other crop, you know, even with like oats, barley, or wheat. I would. So I was quite disgusted with that, but it is what it is. I just don't understand how that sort of works. Right, let's have a look, and let's turn the lights off now. I don't think we quite need those, but that really does look like that's ready to rock and roll. It is definitely ready to harvest. Let's turn time down there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a short session if that's the case, because I do like my sessions to be about something, as in we've got something to do. This is going to be quite a big one, but I would like to place, well, two things over my breakfast, because I pulled an all-nighter. Let's have a look what we've got on the sales. It's not a good bonus though, is it? I'd love it. But now that would serve us very well. Now, is that not amazing? That is the one that I've got on Silver Run, tucking off Silver Run. I think we are going to go for that. We may have a bridging load, because I can see what's going to happen. We're very close to, yeah. So let's place the thing that we want the most. Also, I'm going to see. Imagine I'm going to have to. Yeah. Well, we're going to go exactly where we said. Which is over here. Unfortunately, it's still a little bit dingy, so I apologise for the level of light. It looks almost like, now then, where does it widens out about here. This did look like the perfect place to put this production. I'm going to see if we can actually use the production facilities themselves to actually move the product. I was thinking about this. I was thinking, oh my life, I'm going to have to shift that, and then I thought, oh, do you? Right, so it's the big one, the one that we showed last time. Yeah, and we have got the BGA network distributor mod. I am wondering whether to place that, not now, but I'd like to see what that does to get the maximum power out of Disturbed Simulations. Fantastic BGA that Giants nobbled on their map. Yes, I'm earning very little from it at all. One thing I do love that I will definitely be using again, and that is I shall show you. Although no, I'll show you first, is the wood yard. That is absolutely amazing. I might actually do a start from scratch, where we actually start with that as a business model. Yeah, and I don't mean I'm going to go into, but literally we are a wood yard that actually processes and grows trees for a living. I'd like to do that. I've never seen anyone else do that. They may well have done. I've just not seen it. So yes. That there, the timber plantation one, it's absolutely fantastic. You could then feed the all-in-one production and make furniture and sell furniture for a living. So you could be, yeah, doing the two sort of separate things, and to feature that from the very beginning of a Let's Play, because it's not terribly expensive. Right, anyway, let's concentrate. Where are we? I thought it was... I think it was further on than this. I thought it was quite close to the beginning. Yeah, that's the production revamp one. Please tell me I've ticked it, otherwise I'm going to have to literally save the game and come back. Oh, I think I have. I think I've ticked it. I'm sure I did. I can't have done. Right, no, we had this the other day, so it's definitely ticked. It's me not seeing it. You all will be going, it's there, you wally. I know. Can't see for looking. Let's have another go. I did think it was before this, if I'm honest. Sugar, BGA, Millmond, Midwest, malt. It was about... There we go. It was actually right near that. Now then, having done this, and yeah, that is the way. But you don't have to have... But I think I would prefer to have that coming out a little bit, so we can... Oh, okay. Let's try that again. It's weird that when you do... Oh, that's going to steal the headland. I think we're going to have to do it like that. There's still enough headland with that. I think that was... Can we do any further? Little? That'll do me. I'm happy with that. Fantastic. Finally, we have placed it. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not terrible. There's a little bit of a wrinkle. A little bit of a wrinkle. That's not too bad at all. And yeah, we've not even chopped a single tree down. Yes, we have preserved the thing. Now let's not see where the... okay, well, that was a very good, lucky guess, Mr. Smith. Not, let's be honest. It was, actually. I agree totally. I had no idea. Right, so we want... yes, we do, from digestate and from manure. And I know we haven't got anything in there. We are going to fix this because we are going to go and tell ours to distribute. He says. No, outgoing, Mr. Smith, outgoing. See, I knew you could do it, but I've just never done that particular type of product before, so that's quite exciting. Now then, we're going to go to both the BGA as well. We're going to pour that all in, or are we going to keep? No, we're going to. Yeah, we've got plenty to go with. We shall distributing. Fantastic. Right, and then we're going to speed a bit of time. Oh, it's starting already. No, it's not. Are we going to speed time? Yeah, till 9 o'clock. Let's do this. It would be nice. Let's watch the storage fill up a little bit when it reaches. I thought it did it straight away, but obviously not. Aha! Wow. A gush. That's all of us. Oh, look at the speed on that. Wow, that is amazing. That is going to, next session when we're doing that wheat harvest, well, that is going to really do us proud. That's phenomenal. There you go, the power productions. That certainly saves you lugging all your stuff from one place to another. It is amazing. Yeah, definitely when the aftermath of us selling our product as fertiliser hits, we are going to be buying the fields, because I do need it's the yard, and I do agree with what I was saying. If we just have a quick look at this side of it, I think field 6, I always forget you can't see my mouse, field 6, because I'm going to steal like a section. I'll try and do that better. This section at the bottom that goes rounded, I think we'll steal a good section of that off as our farmyard, even if it goes across like the top line. I think we'll do a bottom line and cut the field straight across like that, and we'll have that entire section of the bottom and make it into the farmyard, because it's in the middle-ish, and it's, yeah, if I'm going to buy 6 and 16, which I'm hoping that is going to be our set of fields, I think that's going to be enough for us, then yeah. Oh, let's have a look, remind myself. I know one was, they are not expensive, definitely not. Oh. Yeah, so about 400 and something thousand. So, yeah, we needed to buy that one. That one's the dearer of the two, so 263. So, yeah, that is my plan. And I think we're going to do that. But one other thing I'm going to say is, I realised I didn't roll. We haven't got a roller, and I knew things were going to be tight, and I wanted to do that. So although we haven't got a roller, I promise, if we earn a fortune, for once, I'm going to treat us to the Dalbo. Right, can we buy that? We're going to go for a bridging loan. In fact, actually, have we got... No, I don't want to be... Yeah, we will. We'll go for a bridging loan on camera. So the last thing I'd want is for that to disappear, truthfully. Borrow... And we needed, yeah, about 10,000 wages as well. So we've got a 15,000 bridging loan. And we are going to buy that fantastic Manitou. Now, did we reset the... I don't think we did. I don't want any... No, that's it. That's the one. Right, now let's buy the Manitou quickly before somebody else snaps their hand off. Fantastic. We now own a telehandler ourselves. That is really good because it is. I will buy the weight for it and everything, but yeah, that will have to wait. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Yeah, I really couldn't. That was just too good to miss. Right, shall we? Yeah, let's get the harvester at least ready now. Isn't that over here? It is. And we'll go and get the corn header. We'll get that all ready, and we'll even create the course for future me. Now, let's use the steps properly. Yeah, I am very, very displeased with this. I do truly agree with myself as well about, I think I may well take this out, unless it's part of the pack, in which case I shall have to. Yeah, it really was terrible. Now, actually, Courseplace talking, no, it's the upgraded one. We will give it a chance to see. It could be Courseplay that improves things, but I think the harvester and the scripting ability of the person that made this has quite a lot to do with it. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see if you are improved with the latest update of Courseplay, which has brought in quite a plethora. Oh, that's a word I don't use very often. A plethora of updates and super duper things, including the ability to I'm trying to think of the right word, to compress a bunker silo. Yes, no more holding a joystick and tying it to go round and round for like a vehicle that can do such a thing for 10 minutes. No, not that I personally haven't had that much of a trouble with. Oh, hang on, I think I've seen the Grissoni and it's down at the bottom of the field, isn't it? It is. We moved it from down here ages ago. No, we are not going to reset it, Mr. Smith. I refuse. It's quite a fast harvester, so let's just correct this. I suppose what we could do actually is we could tell it to drive that bit, and whilst it's driving, I will. If it's about where that tractor is. Right, and while that's doing that, we can't. No point. Nope. We'll do it ourselves. I was forget. You can't do that because the worker's already working, so you can't set the job. I was going to create the course as the driver was driving down the road, which, yeah, technically you should be able to do, but you're using the same system, aren't you? So you can't do it, which is unfortunate. I don't think, because you cancel a job, you can't have two jobs open at the same time, if you know what I mean, on the same vehicle, because it can only do one thing at once, technically. But yes, we'll get this ready. This is the last thing we'll do. It's going to be a short session, this one, really, because it's one of the shortest that I've ever done on Romboz. But it literally is more about getting us it's about the journey, isn't it? It's some sessions are going to be monstrous, and that it goes the other way too. I mean, what was that? My last Riverside session, it must have been a 3-hour, and it's at least an hour and a half, or at least an hour and 20 minutes of actual gameplay. No, I have. That's all right. I'm not. Did I repair this? I don't think I did. So this is going to really clobber. Or did I? I think I did have it. I'm sure my feeling says, with my gut that I often go, it does say that I did, but we shall see. I don't trust my own. Oh no, I did. No, you should do, Mr. Smith. That you see, you were right. You did repair it. It's very badly damaged paint-wise, I might say. It's lost a lot of paint. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting better at that. But then shoestring budget. So. Harvester, this is your lastest chance. What am I going to do though for fairness? Because we did spend a fortune, and you never get that money back, even on the upgrade side of it that costs you a fortune. We're going to be fair and give me the money back equal to its original value, not what it says on paper. Because just so as we can swap it out for something else of a similar value. It would be nice not always to go for the case as much as I actually love the case. Right. Let's now set that course. Create job. Why is that not selected? Gonna say it's not recognising the field. I did click on it quite clearly. Right, 12.2 meters. One tool, two headlands. I think 3. It's quite a big field. It really is. I think we could do, I think 4 actually, looking at that. Yes, we can get away with that. Fantastic. Let's save that for... No, we haven't got it already. Activate. 12.2 meters. Fantastic. Let's just check that. Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant. So, next session, we are doing our field of corn. Now, that is a point. Now, make sure I've got the straw swath on as well. Which is, it is this one. Yeah, it is stop, self-unload and straw swath. Fantastic. Right, so there we go. A shorter session than normal, but we've done the work that we needed to do. Yeah, terror. Yeah, I will continue what I was saying about what I was going to treat us to. Yes, basically, if we do earn an absolute fortune, which we really should with 800 tons, that was going to go down to 400 tons. Let me just show you that. I didn't really highlight that fact. Yeah, what it is. The thing I like about this one is, well, that's a point. We could, no, I should show you. Field Products Factory, that's the one we want. It's 2 to 1, not 1, not, sorry, yeah. Twice as much of that for that, but the other one was 4 times a quarter, so we don't lose so much. So this is going to earn us more money. A solid fertilizer, yeah, that as well. What we're going to do is also the Old French Dovecote. We are going to distribute from that as well. We are. So we're going to take that and stick that in there, and we're also going to sell that. Now that's not going to obviously produce an awful lot. We've only got 72 tons in there, but nevertheless, now we need to stick some more straw in as well. We have got some in storage, I believe, which, yeah, I realise on Silver Run as well, I was saying that I could see that the new cow yard had got fertilizer, manure in it, but you couldn't see if you went on the cows themselves, and that's the next thing I was going to go on with. We are going to buy some cows. If we have in fact, I think cows are far more important than what I was going to treat us to, but if we've got enough money, which we should get a nicely amount from that, I'm going to treat us to this, which is something I really think is very extravagant, but we don't treat ourselves very often to sort these things. So right, where is it? It should be, yeah, now that it's moved everything around, I don't know where anything is, although I was terrified of that anyway. So let's have a look. Rollers, Mr. Smith. I'm going to treat us to that monster if we can afford it. For once we're going to go and have something massive. Yeah, I think so. Or do we go for the 12 metre? I don't think so. I think for once, as we've just said, that's very good value. I would like to feature that. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, we could have actually ordered that. That is so reasonable. Yeah, I've had that. No, I've had the 2.5, haven't I? That's right. That's, wow, that is amazing. And yeah, I've put quite a few in. I was looking for interesting but reasonably priced mods. So that's where we're going to leave it. Yeah, so if we can, we're going to treat ourselves to that. The big Dalbo, if we can. But I need to definitely buy. Yeah. No, you were on the right one. You just need to go higher. Yeah, definitely treat us if we can. The topmost thing is buying field 6, which is. Yeah, sandy loam as well. Yeah, it's not fantastic. What about? Oh wow, that is bad. Really is. But hey ho, it's, yeah. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, some maps we've gone for things with fantastic But yeah, sometimes it's more about where the field is. We'll compensate for that. So yeah, field 6, that's my next purchase, and we're going to go animals. Yeah, you can't see my mouse. Yeah, so we're going to lose that much of the field straight across from those 2 points where it goes strange right there across there, and we'll do our animals and our farmyard. We would rip the fence up between 108 and that, and eventually the fence between 16 and that. Well, we might leave some and then put an actual proper gate in it. We may do. I'd like to design this while the Let's Play is in mid sort of swing, rather than like do it at the very end when there's 2 episodes left and we put sheds down, which is my usual trick. I think I did that on Western Wilds. Finally put the sheds that I've been threatening, and then 2 sessions later it was over. Yeah, I would like to actually enjoy our sheds and such like thing. So yeah, that's an awful lot of spending, so it's an awful lot of money, which I don't mind if we could buy that field, hopefully treat us to the Dalbo, but that might be that has to wait, truthfully. But we have got, yeah, we've got that as well, the manure. The other thing is, let's have a quick look at that as well. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm doing multiple stories. On this screen is what I saw the manure in from the animals, because this shows you sellable things. Obviously, at the minute, we've got 72 tons. Now, there is no sell point on this map for that or the digestate, but on that, the Giants map, there was. I did the all-in-one sell point, so of course it was that. Yeah, at the shop. So yes, that's where I saw the manure, for those who have watched Silver Run. So wow, 162,000 if we sold that. That's amazing. I'm not that I'm gonna. It's worth far more than that for what we do. Yeah. So that is where we're going to leave things. I think I've covered everything that I was bubbling over with. So yeah, you've got a last chance to yeah, redeem yourself, and hopefully Courseplay will bring the best out of you. But I'm not blaming Courseplay for if you're not, yeah, you don't script very well. And we've got that monster, which finally, it's got 800 tons of. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that. Just victory lap is all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's going to go into that as well in the next hour. And that has got... Yeah, we can actually improve this, but I don't think, truthfully, looking at that really needs much of an improvement, because it's already got 15 tons and we've only been chatting on real time for a few minutes. So you can see that is... seriously, the 15 tons at the minute is quite a lot of money. We might use the selling function on that as well, actually. So by the end of the day, I would say we'll have done quite a bit, and we will sell that. And yeah, this business is going to be lucrative. It really is. We already knew that, but we've got plenty of things we can spend the money on, so it's not going to overpower things. We are at a point where we're ready to do things, especially the animal side of things. I can easily spend an absolute, probably $1 million. I'd like to go big. I can't really show it. Oh, I can show you actually. Yes, let's have a bit of a... No, that's not what you need, it's that. It is. We can use this field here to actually not place it down, but to hover. We can. Now I've already, yeah, I might actually go for my old faithful, what we've already had on this, or do we go for something new? I would go for my cow pasture, because it is, I think I've got, how much is that? No, it's still small, even though it's very expensive. What is the one I've gone for? I've gone for, no, oh wow, no, I haven't, that one there, on Silver Run, yeah, 300. So that's the next biggest one. I did have the Brazilian, but it didn't feed them very well. There was, yeah, you used to run out of food, and was it water as well? It was, yeah, it was just not done very well. How much, so you'd literally, your animals would be starving and not, well, you know what I mean, like, yeah, would be bad. So I couldn't have a mod like that. I removed it, which is a shame, because I was looking forward to that being the second go-to with my cow pasture, but this is still the largest. I cannot, there's nothing I can, yeah, I suppose we could go, no, it's faffy. You got to go feed, I'd sooner feed one massive one, so I'd like to go, that, yeah, it is, it's true. I think we'll probably go my favourite cow pasture again, which is a shame there's nothing out there that's close enough to it. But I'd like to go big. I would. If we're going to do this, let's go big or go home. That's what I'm going to say. So that's... Do we do anything else? Sheep are a really good money spinner in FS22, I've got to be honest. I've got pigs, not that I bought them yet, on Riverside, so I think we'll keep the pigs for there. I reckon we might go sheep and cows. I've not done chickens. Okay, yeah, we've done sheep plenty of places. We've got sheep on Silver, and so do you know something? We're going to go big with chickens, and we're going to go big with cows. That's what we're going to do, yeah, and we shall feed the manure into that, which we will have to do manually, I believe. That's not a production, so yeah, and yeah. And on that note, being as I've waffled for 20 minutes, I'm going to say I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I always invite comments. I would love to hear from yourselves. Yes, because we've got things like sheds to do. So if there's a shed that you would like to see, or that, you know, bearing in mind that we will actually have some money, hopefully. So it's not the fact that I don't need to spend only 3,000 on a shed. It could be, yeah, whatever, within reason. Is it Herman's? Let's have a look. The sheds. Let's have a look at the deer ones. The should tell you, shouldn't it? Hormons. Yeah, those they yeah, like that one there. 192,000 for a big wooden garage. Yeah, no. That's the type of thing I'm going to say I really don't want to go for. But anything else, yeah, even if I've not got it in, if you leave me a comment and say these are good sheds, then I shall load it in and we shall go with that. That's what I'm going to say. As fellow shareholders, I do really, yeah, I am listening to your input. So yeah, and on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now.